Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that nobody really asked for. In today's video, I am finally making my Miraculous Ladybug Ita Bags. I've been talking about making a Miraculous Ladybug Ita Bag basically since I started collecting Miraculous Ladybug stuff, and I'm finally happy that I finally are making it, because first you gotta collect all the keychains, and I collected keychains very fast, or like pins. I'm not gonna say keychains for now because I have keychains, buttons, all that stuff, but I mostly have keychains, so that's what I'm gonna say. But like, I finally had enough to where I can make Ita bags, and not only one, but I'm gonna make two in this video because it has so many, and I'm so excited to finally start this project. So yeah, so if you don't know what an Ita bag is, it's basically, this is my old Ita bag. There's a lot of there's some hardcore people that would tell you the actual story of Ita bags, but in today's modern society, or if you just want to go shopping for these bags, they're called Ita bags, or they're just basically pin bags. And what you do is basically you have like a whole fandom selected, in the whole each basically an Ita bag is themed, basically a fandom, and so that's what I have here on this one. And then they really have this like clear pocket vinyl thing, and then you can just like pin your stuff on there, and then people will see it, and it's really cool, and it's a really big thing at conventions. So I thought, since I cosplay Miraculous so much, I should make a whole one thing Miraculous. But yeah, I said I'm making two in this video, and each Ita bag's a different theme. So one of them is going to be themed superheroes, because I have a lot of the Super Miraculous Ladybug heroes keychains in their outfits basically, and I have one called Marinette and her boyfriend, because I have a lot of Marinette keychains along with her boyfriends. I call it like Adrian and Lucas. So the purse I'm using for that is this one, and I don't have my cutie one yet, so when that arrives I'll show you. Alright, so here's an overview of all my Miraculous Ladybug keychains, buttons, pins, all that jazz. I have collected a lot within these past couple of months, so yeah, I'm pretty proud of my collection, and I can't wait to display them on Ita bags. But yeah, here's just an overview of all my keychains and pins and buttons. So here are the keychains I'm going to use for the first bag we're going to make in this video. I like to call it the Marinette and her boyfriend purse, because we have a lot of Luca and Adrian on here. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is grab some 2mm EVA foam, and since this purse comes with a insert, I'm just going to change the insert onto the foam. And an insert is very important for Ita bags, because that's a great way you can, pin your keychains and stuff on. So yeah, and then after I trace that, I'm going to cut out the foam, and since this is 2mm foam, you can cut it with scissors, so that's pretty nice. But I highly recommend 2mm versus 4, because 4 is pretty thick, and we don't want that. And I'm grabbing some fabric. I'm taking this pink white fabric with polka dots on it, and I'm cutting that out the size of the insert, but a little bit bigger for some seam allowance. And I'm going to hot glue the fabric onto the foam, and I think they give a nice background for our Ita bag for our pins to be on. So yeah, I'm going to keep saying pins over in this video because that's easier for me to say, but they're all keychains. They're all keychains. So yeah, I'm just hot gluing that on, and I keep hot gluing, because I really don't want like a green foam, so that way I'm using some fabric. As it just makes everything look a little bit nicer. So what I'm doing now is basically arranging the keychains in the order that I like, so I know the baseline where I like to attach my keychains. So yeah, I'm just arranging them in an order that I like. So this is why I like using foam as my insert versus like cardboard and stuff like that, because when you have keychains, the best way to catch keychains is to sew them on. So you can't tell, but I'm sewing on through like a really tiny loop where the little chain is hanging on, like there's a little hole on the keychain, so that's where I'm sewing and attaching them to. So yeah, and here I'm grabbing my favorite keychain, which is this Luca Marinette one. I'm also attaching it the exact same way. One thing I do recommend, if you can, is when you have a keychain, try taking off the chain part because it's easier to attach it that way, and you don't have like the keychain dangling in front of their face and stuff like that. So if you could take them off, I recommend that. I ended up doing that later because I didn't like the look of all these chains like dangling. So yeah, and here I'm attaching another Lucanet one because I said I have a Lucanet shaped hole in my heart because I love Lucanet. Don't get me wrong, I love Adrian and Marinette and I want them to be together, but like I'm an equal opportunity shipper and I love Luca and Marinette. Speaking of Adrianette, now I'm attaching the Adrianette keychain, and this is also one of my favorite keychains. So yeah, and if I could find the artist link down below, I do a link down the artist because sometimes I bought these secondhand off Mercari and they don't list the artist. So now I'm moving on to my second bag, which is my superhero theme bag. So these are all the keychains that I'm using. Most of them are all by the same artist, and I will link them down below. But yeah, I have a lot of keychains for this one because this is my big one. So I did the exact same thing I did before. I made a foam insert for this bag, but instead I added this like red and black polka dot fabric, very ladybug, and I did my little arrangement, and now I'm going to attach all the keychains in an order that I like I did for the first one. So yeah, first I'm attaching Cat Noir, then Ladybug, and I'm just putting them in order, no specific order, but I do want like the top 4 first heroes first. That way I did. So I did Cat Noir, Ladybug, and I think after this I did Rena and Cater Pace. And I'm just letting you know that you know, sometimes when you arrange something, it doesn't work out the first time, so sometimes you have to like redo it over and over again, because I did that a couple times here. I did a placement, didn't like it when I accidentally attached it inside the bag, so I took it off and did it again. So it's okay that if you didn't nail it the first time, but yeah, now I'm just attaching the keychains the exact same way I did my first one, which is through the little hole that the chain is attached. And I tried taking off the keychains, like chain part of these keychains, but I couldn't because they're really stuck on there and they want to damage the keychain, so I made it work. But I said if you could take off the little chain attachment piece, I recommend. We are now doing in a different order. This is not a superhero order, but I did like Queen Bee. I put her on the side because I don't really like her character, so I put her in a place that I know I'm going to see her. And of course I did Viperion and Ryoko and Bonnex and all that jazz. And Pegasus, because I could squeak Pegasus right on the side there because he's actually pretty tiny. He's kind of smaller than everybody else, so I think that's pretty funny. And I do mention like these keychains in my SakuraCon haul, which I think is called Anime Convention haul. You can have a closer look at these keychains. And now I'm attaching King Monkey. I really want to put him on the second row, but I couldn't fit him in, so he just gonna be in the villain row, which I think is kind of funny. But after King Monkey, attach Hawk Moth. And then after Hawk Moth, it's Mayara, I think. Oh, yeah. But I think I switched it around afterwards. I think I switched Hawk Moth to be on the side and then Mayara. Yeah, I said, here I did change the arrangement. This is like my first attempt, but it took me a couple tries to get an arrangement that I really liked. So, but I really did all the same techniques. Now I'm going to touch the cool parts of this bag, which is the lights. I really wanted this bag to light up and be cool, so I'm taking this basically multicolor light. I couldn't decide which color light I wanted. I didn't know I wanted red, green, blue, yellow, all that stuff. So like, you know what, I'm getting a multicolor one, and I actually like the way this looks with this bag. So yeah, I'm just like sewing them on. I kind of like squeezing the wire lights between each character. It doesn't really matter the placement. I just turn on the lights and see and attach it to a place that I like, and I did like stitch little stitches, you know, on the wire. And I recommend having fairy lights because that's the lights I used here, and make sure it's battery power operated. And I like to have one with like a tiny battery pack versus a bulky one because I think that's better. But you can use a bulky like battery pack because that's probably easier to change the battery, but I just like the look of a smaller battery pack. So yeah, these are fairy lights, and of course I'll link these down below, but I just kind of just squeeze the light through each character, and I end up using 2 of these lights in this bag. My Ita bags are done, and it was a journey, but I am over with that journey, and I really like how my bags came out, so I'm going to show you the backpack one first. So this is, I call it my main Ita bag when I do conventions, because the one most where I use these types of bags for is when I go to conventions. And so here what the bag looks like, and I think it came out really good. I said it was a journey to have this bag, because I said I keep having troubles with, like, at my first order of this specific bag, you know, it had like the black markings all over the clear mark on the clear vinyl, and I could not deal with that. And then I reordered it. It took a long time. It literally came the day before Emerald City, because that's what I made these bags for, and it still had the black markings. But like, you know what, screw it, I had too much hassle with this darn bag. But you can't really tell in the end. But I do recommend, I mean, I will still link down this bag down below, because it's a very common bag you see on Amazon for the Ita bags. I recommend that, you know, that yes, it's cheap, but it's cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get a high quality bag, but overall, I'm still satisfied how everything came out. So we have all the heroes on here up to the 4th season, obviously. There's no like Purple Tigress or Vesperia or anything like that. But we have all like the main ones. So we have like Cat Noir, Ladybug. You can't really tell because the vinyl's super shiny, but we have Caterpie, Hyperion, Ryoko, Bunex, Luna Rouge, Pegasus, Monkey King, King Monkey, Mayara, and Hawkmoth. And up here we have a Lady Noir, Kissy Mochi Moment keychain. And then we have Hawkmoth and Mayara on this one, and we have the lights. And I think it came out really good, and I'm happy. And I'm happy that I finished this on time for Emerald City, because I only did this up to the last hours of the night. So I'm very happy how this came out. I think it came out super cute. And one thing I did add off camera, because I literally just bought this from Spirit Halloween, I got this Tikki keychain, like plush keychain. It kind of matches the ones on the bottom. So I think it just ties in this whole bag, and I love it. And this bag does work out. It's just, just so you know, if you're going to buy on Amazon, you're going to get that price, like $16, how much I pay for it, you would get a crappy $16 bag. I'm just saying. And the one that I am most satisfied with, and this bag is amazing, so I do recommend the purse itself. But I have my, I call it the Marinette and her boyfriend bag, and this is actually my main purse I use on the everyday, because it's a perfect size, it can fit my wallet and my 2 phones. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, we have the Marinette and her boyfriend bags, and the bag itself without the keychain is a really nice bag, so I do recommend this one. And of course, I'll link anything that I can find, like the keychain and stuff, down below. But yeah, we have this one, and I like how this came out. This one was also a journey, because I had a hard time figuring out a placement I liked for this bag, because I didn't have a lot of room to work with, and these keychains are kind of big, because a lot of them have 2 characters on it. But it worked out in the end, and I really do like how it came out. So in the video, I believe that Marinette and the Adrianette pins were switched, because in my mind, I wanted the Adrianettes to be together and then like the Lucanettes to be together. But this arrangement that I end up having at the end, and I really do like it. So on top, you know, we have the Lucanettes and the Adrianette pins or keychains, and I love it. And then on the bottom we have the singles, which is Marinette and Adrian by themselves. And I really love this bag, how it came out. It makes me really happy, and I like the bagging I chose. I was kind of questioning the pink with the white polka dots. I didn't know I want to do that one or the white with pink polka dots, but I like this arrangement the best, so I'm very happy. And one thing I do want to add to it, although I can't add anything here, but to like the handle parts, like maybe on the perk right here, I only want to get like the Adrianette, like Lucky Charms they made for each other. I think that'd be really cute to have on this bag, but I can't find that at the current moment. So when I do find those keychains, I will buy it, and I think it makes the bag even more that. So hopefully I can get another bag, because one thing I want is, so I'm making a 3rd one actually. I said I have so many leftover Miraculous Ladybug keychains and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a 3rd Ita bag, so that'll be fun. So look for that on this channel. And then anything left over should be on like a pin board. But I really want like another one of these bags, but I want it to be like Lady Noir, or maybe like Mary Tat, or if I can find a Ladrian pin, I think that'd be really cute. So you can have like the human ones, and I can have the hero ones. But for now, I have this one, and I love it, maybe because it has Luca. But yeah, these are the bags, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It feels good to finally make them and have them in my hands. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram to get all the latest updates on everything that I do. So yeah, I hope this video wasn't boring or cringy, and I catch you in my next one. So bug out!